Welcome to JPOV, I'm JP, and today we're taking a look at the Japanese role-playing game Tales of Xillia for the PlayStation 3. And I hope I'm saying that right. I know it's not Xillia. I was told the X is pronounced, and thus it is named Tales of Xillia. Tales of Xillia is the 13th Tales game, starting back in 1995 with Tales of Fantasia. This title came out in Japan back in 2011. So it's a little bit dated here in the States, so much so that the second Tales of Xillia title just came out in Japan. But let's focus on the first game here. So this is a Japanese RPG. For a lot of people, they just closed the browser. And now let's really talk about the game. This is going to be the exciting stuff because everyone that's left here knows what is going on with JRPGs. They are incredibly story-focused. They are incredibly cheesy at times, and there are a ton of tropes. Now, let's start with the story here. So I'm obviously in game, but we'll get to my let's do this cool looking pose right here. All right, this is going to be the story pose right here. This game's centered around two characters, this being one of them, Jude Mathis and Milla Maxwell. Jude is a medical student who discovers a military research center, of course, and finds Milla, the embodiment of four gods within the world, of course, outside the military research center as well. And so the story begins. At the very start of the game, you are given the choice of Jude or Milla Maxwell. And from what I can tell, there really isn't that much difference. Granted, I haven't started a new game as Jude. I picked Milla, because why not, right? Why not? Let's actually show everyone what she looks like here. Oh, she's going to look ridiculous, but that's okay. I'll explain more about the glasses. Don't freak out, everyone. So yeah, one's a guy, one's a girl. Exactly. So I think you get access to a couple of different scenes within the game, and that's really the only big differences. Because I can play as both characters, as you just saw me switch to Milla as the game progresses on. So I think it's just a couple different character-specific scenes is all you're really missing out on. So yeah, let's just talk about what this game is. I'm not going to be focusing on the story very much, and that's because that's the main reason to play the game. You haven't really heard anyone talk yet. I don't know if I'll be able to get anyone to talk. Maybe we'll get a little character thing to pop up here in the bottom left-hand corner, but I will just warn you that I'm using the dubbed voiceovers, and that is because there is no Japanese voiceovers in this game, and that's probably honestly my biggest gripe with this game. I think it makes the character interaction less cringy if it's in Japanese for me. Oh, look, it's a hidden thing. And I wish it was there. I really do. I really do wish it was there. And I think a lot of people wish it was there because as I was streaming this game, it was really the #1 thing that people were asking is, why aren't you using the Japanese voices? Yada, yada, yada. All right, so let's talk about what this game does right and where to really start. I guess we can answer the glass question here. So one of the cool things about this game is within the equipment, not only do your weapons change, oops. So I can rotate the character here. Each weapon you buy changes the look of that. You're also able to include attachments. For example, I can include bunny ears. I don't know why I want to include bunny ears, but why not, right? Here's a pet dragon that goes on her hip. Here's a drippy nose. And yes, she actually has snot coming out her nose. And this is the best part. You can actually edit the drippy nose. This JRPG goes full throttle. I can even change the size of it. I can even change... Oops, no. Let's save that. Change the color. I can change the position. How do I rotate it? There we go. There are 1,000,000,001 things that you can do with this. How do I save this? Start is finish. Okay, I just gave her a drippy nose. So now she forever has snot that drips out of her nose. And the best part is these stay through the cutscenes entirely. And it is very comical because stuff just randomly happens. There's a whole slew of things that you can put onto your characters. My guys are the cool guys wearing not one, but 2 sets of sunglasses. Because why not, right? Why not? Let's go to another character that I don't really use too much. He's got a dog muzzle. We can give him a black dog's tail. We can give him a hairpin, a headband, some bushy eyebrows, some elf ears, a sheathed dagger, Cress's longsword, which is some DLC. There's also alternate colors, which I believe the appearance are obtained through DLC. In fact, one of the things that I got for free, because I got the limited edition, which is just, I pre-ordered this because I knew I was going to play it, is you can get things like this, where it's a throwback to an old Tales of, I don't know where Ston is, I don't know what game that's from, forgive me, but it's a throwback to an old Tales character, and now her costume switched. So, you know, if you would have told me that I was starting out a Japanese RPG with character customization, I probably would have told you that sounds about right. Let's go get into some fights here. But first, we'll go over here. I'm gonna go show you guys the kind of the way the items work in this game. So, in order to progress your weapons, your items, your armor, your accessories, and your food, you see these bonuses here on the right-hand side. These are the best ways to improve these. So you gain materials over the course of time, and then you're able to donate these 65 at a time or 1 at a time. And that, of course, advances your level. In fact, here, I'll just increase this so you guys can see what it looks like. So it is now leveled up. I have access to the balanced blade, and everything else is cheaper. And this is kind of how it works. It's a cool system. I don't have any gripes with it. In fact, I actually kind of like it because it rewards people that want to kind of exploit the system, and that's what we're going to go do. I'm going to go get into some fights in a very rough part of town, but before we do that, I guess I can show you guys the world map. So anywhere in the game, unless there is a story reason why you cannot go back. I don't know why my voice is going out. Why you cannot go back to a certain town, etc., etc. You can just port, and it's really cool. I kind of like it because you can go back and revisit places. These are all towns that I've been to. This is, I think, the furthest most town. But it does kind of take that JRPG world map element out, but I don't actually mind it. I enjoy being able to warp around like this. So we're going to go to the, as I get Flood Meadow, sorry, and we'll go start some fights here. Before we do that, I'll show you guys another thing. Quick saving is in this game, and it is pretty cool. You can quick save anywhere in the world just by hitting start, and that will, of course, save your game. It is a little bit silly, though, because right here is a save point, and save points are pretty much all over the place. All right, so this is the fighting. Just, you might wonder why I'm running in circles around this guy, and that's because I get a bonus here. As we go into this fight, you'll see they are all stunned, and I get extra damage. So, it's going to look like there's a lot of stuff going on in this fight, and it's probably better to show you guys everything that's going on first and then explain to you afterwards. Just so you kind of get that, wow, there's a lot of stuff going on, this is actually a JRPG film. Okay, your powers are combined. Captain Planet. No, wrong game. No, shut up. That was the terrible voiceover. Alright, so let's go into the combat here. So the first and foremost are arts. Now, this is the character that I'm playing in my fights, Jude. And the combat system in this game is pretty complex. So much so that you can actually, if you're good enough, dodge pretty much everything in the game. and it's actually kind of incredible. You don't actually have to, though. You can kind of just do what I do and button mash your way through. I'm playing on normal. You can change the difficulty at any time, and it changes the HP values. I do not believe you get more XP for killing on harder difficulties. It simply makes the game harder. So you can see that I have assigned some skills to my left analog stick, and I have assigned some skills to my right analog stick, and you can do it for another set. There are a lot of abilities in this game, as you can see there. Not too many on this character, but as we go to some other characters, these are AI controlled, but they can also be played through a co-op character. If you have someone around you that wants to play in your Tales of Xillia game, then you can of course have them do it. So there's a lot of abilities in these games. Each one, I mean, this one shoots 3 projectile spears of stone. Hold circle to cast it, or release it to early cast 1 spear grave art. That is character specific to Milla, I believe. It's one of her kind of big things that you can do. Rowan's more of a magic user, so that's why you see things like this. Elise is also a magic user, and probably the character I hate most in this game, but enough about that. Leia is a character I just actually got recently. She's kind of this healer fighter, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I like her. The way you level up in this game is through the Lilium Orb, and there is a bunch of jargon as to why this works in the world. We're not going to get into it here. We're just going to show it to you guys. So this is the Lilium Orb. I am zoomed out all the way. As you can see, each little thing gives you certain things. So this one gives me strength plus 17. And then you use it to kind of encircle a certain ability, like this one called Talon Storm. And there's different, I mean, you can get HP from this, you can get skill points, which we'll get to soon. You can get TP, which is your mana in this game, HP, blah, 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 blah. Every stat is in this thing. Wow, I never even got these. That's kind of silly. I filled out orb number 1, apparently. I didn't know that it reached a maximum. And now I'm on orb number 2, which I guess is just a different way to advance through the game. It's also how you get your different abilities. Like I said, Phoenix Plunge is one that I just got. Have not used it yet. As we go on to skills, one more thing. So you are given skill points each time you level up, as well as through the Lilium Orb. And then you use these abilities to toggle off and on these things. So like this one increases my strength by 5%. It costs 3 ability points. I use it. Some characters have, at least my characters, I'm sure other characters completely different for other people, have everything unlocked. This one has everything unlocked. Now a character like Milla, who has 140 points, is missing some, like Heal Share Plus. HP recovery rate when linked increases by 25% for a total of 50%. I haven't introduced you guys to what linked is just yet, so I'll do that in a second. But I mean, things like this aerial jump enables you to perform 2 jumps consecutively. I just don't have any of that stuff, mostly because it's AI controlled, and frankly, I don't care. You're able to, of course, kind of put what each character does from an AI standpoint. You can actually have all AI characters if you really want and you didn't want to fight. You might lose your fights more than you'll win them, especially if against tough opponents, but you can just see things like this. In fact, I don't know why I have him using items. It is rather annoying when they just spam items, because then you don't have them when you want to use them. But I think we can just kind of jump into a fight and slow it down here. So one thing about the area that I'm in, actually, let's go ahead and use this XP food. This is a little bit of a silly thing. So this is going to give me 60% XP for 3 battles, and it is really a way to power level your characters early on in the game. Alright, so I walked in circles, stunned them, and there's really just so much stuff going on here in the fight that it's kind of hard to... I've never seen that ability before. Alright, so this is a linked art. This is kind of your limit breaks if you play the ARPG. The bar on the left-hand side fills up. You could see the brackets there. And each time you get a bracket, you're able to unleash a linked art. And then once you reach the top, you kind of get to unleash a shit ton of link darts. And it's really a cool combat system. I enjoyed grinding in this game quite a lot. I enjoyed the combat system, simply because how easy it is to get into fights, how simple it is to actually fight, and kind of how rewarding they are. I mean, it's not like it's not your typical JRPG. It has a very unique, active fighting to it. I think some people leveled up there.
There's always room for improvement.
Listen to that voice acting. So bad. So bad. I'm gonna go get this shiny thing over here in this tree. These are randomly generated. They do things like give you monster fluid, which you use to upgrade your shops. I have not found any other uses within the game for these. I got a pure white puffball. So we'll do one more fight here. And I think there's another glowy thing over here. Did I see that wrong? I think I did see that wrong. Oh boy. Did I get him? I don't think I stunned him. Oh, I did stun him. Alright, so this guy in the back, the gentleman, the Slenderman looking guy, can actually just kill my party, so I need to focus him first. You can change characters at any given point. You can also link characters together. So right now I am linked with, oh god, don't die. I'm just attacking him. I am linked with the person over there to my left. With the touch of the D-pad, I can switch over to being linked with Milla, and that does some certain things for me, like binds. Each character has a different thing. That does auto magic guard. She steals items for me, so I've been using her quite a lot. And the other two AI characters, oh god, I'm petrified. This is not good. I need to use a ability, so just more stuff that you can do. Where it heals all physical magical, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's do that. On her. Use your item. That was the wrong item. Shit. You can see the item cooldown there. I can't. Oh, well. They're going to be stone cold stunners over there with those glasses. I missed a lot of XP on them, but it's okay. I can just cure them pretty quickly. Alright, so no more beef bowls activated. No more XP. I'll show you the Lilium orb here in a second when I have to level up. So I need to free my characters of their silliness, aka their petrification. Alright, who leveled up again? It was Rowan. So one thing you can do, you can of course just choose. I'm going to go for this conductor. Avoid staggering during art tuning. You can of course just select one by one, but the other thing that you can do is hit select, and select will auto level. It'll show you what it's going to be getting. This one will be getting me overextension, and you know what, I'm just going to do that because I don't want to spend the time choosing all the stuff that I could possibly get. So now I'm going to go over to Rowan. We are, oh man, Rowan, you have a lot of stuff that you haven't trained yet. Where was that ability? Overextension? No? Overclocked? Wow, that's actually kind of cool. So this is kind of the decisions that you have to start making. You know what? I'll do that off. I'm not going to do that here on the stream. What else is in this game? Let's save it real quick. Once again, I guess I can go show you guys a part of the story, just so you can kind of see the voice acting and see the silliness that can occur. And we're just going to port over into the town that I'm supposed to be going. Jeandu. That's good. That's good. Graphics are pretty cool. They are somewhat dated, but the sceneries and locales are pretty cool.
How long has it been since I've had one of Mom's home-cooked meals?
I don't know. How long has it been since you've had one of Mom-cooked meals?
Human lives are short. That must be why they strive to preserve themselves as statues.
Exactly. All right, so this is called a skit. It's some ancillary storylines.
So there are just rock slides from time to time? This is a really dangerous city.
And yet the cliff looks stable in the area around the statues.
We have to be careful here. I'll keep looking up while I walk. Ah!
Careful now. You still have to look where you're going. An abundance of caution can be as dangerous as a shortfall.
Creepy old man.
Right. Got it. A bum dance often can be as dangerous as a short fall. Were you even listening?
Tipo is just the worst. He is the worst character in this game, 100%. Let's do another one.
I wonder how many statues are in
Damn it,
Shandu.
it's with Tipo.
Let's make a pop quiz out of it.
Oh, Lord.
Won't be much of a quiz if no one knows the right answer.
Oh, then why don't I quiz you about the statues themselves? Like,
Please
shoot,
don't.
name this famous figure. No good?
Sure, why not? Let's go check them out.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to check them out. This is kind of the map that you can bring up. It is pretty useful. You can see everything that's going on. It also has the search for the wyverns, however you want to say it, which is the main storyline. Oh, that's actually one thing I can show you. The event list. If you ever, for whatever reason, get confused as to what you're supposed to be doing, it tells you. And it even gives you a little bit of a backstory, which is kind of good if you are the type of person that can only play on weekends, because JRPGs are a big time commitment, and that's probably the biggest concern about them, among other things. So it kind of gives you a good storyline. It gives you a quick jump back into the game. That's rather cool. Sub-events are things that you pick up from other people, such as this one. I have to obtain a peach elephant tusk for Pretty in Pink, of course, and they will be continued soon. You can see all the ones that I've already finished, blah, 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 blah. A lot of stuff in this game. I think that's all I've got with my cool sunglasses. So really, at the end of the day, the question I think that a lot of people are wondering is, one, yes, this is a JRPG. I think that'll answer a lot of people's should I play this or should I pass on this question. The other question is this a good JRPG? And my answer to that is yes. I actually enjoyed it a lot. I still enjoy it. So much so that I spent 2 hours last night grinding away in the combat system. It's really one thing that's keeping me playing the game. It's the thing I enjoy most about the game. I am also kind of a weird person because I do just enjoy grinding away on on regular
Look
fights.
at those giant ribbons.
Oh God, Tipo, shut up!
Such beautiful cloth
He is one of the
designs.
things that I do not
This
like.
is quite a fascinating culture.
But yeah, it's a good JRPG. Like I said, I enjoyed it, and hopefully, I kind of gave you guys a good. What is going on with my voice? A good overview of the game is because there's so many systems at work here, and it's really hard to kind of show you guys everything without just doing a live stream. If you are a sub, I do have my playthrough up for
So many of the statues have
subscribers. So you can kind of see the game from start to finish. How long have I been playing this game? Does it tell me? I think that's the... Have I been playing for 19 hours? Really? Holy crap, 21 minutes this PlayStation? I've been playing this game for 19 hours and I didn't even realize that, so... I guess that's a good explanation of why this is good. I'm not clicking you select button. I do not want to know about the runaway team because we need to end this JPOV. Guys, this game is $60 for the PlayStation 3. I don't think you can purchase it. Actually, maybe you can purchase it through PSN. Check. If you do want to, you can just look online. But I had it delivered from Amazon, so it is a physical copy of the JRPG. And like I said, it's a pretty good one. I enjoyed my time with it. I'll probably beat it. I'm looking forward to the second one. I've heard it's a lot better. This has been JPOV. My name is JP McDaniel, and I just pulled a total biscuit. I'm out of here. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. See you next time.